Hello, guys. Welcome. Bem-vindos. Bienvenidos. We are back with Red Set Pop. Today it's very special, but before I tell you the team that we are talking about, I want to say hi first to my friend from Mexico City, Mariel Basori. How are you, my friend?
Thank you, Luquitas. I'm fine, gracias.
And we have here from Bogota, Colombia, my super friend Mauricio Sierra. How are you, my friend, mi amigo?
Hello, friend. Hello. I'm super,
He...
super excited today. Eu estou muito, muito feliz today.
Me too, yes. I'm Lucas from Brazil, and today we are talking three languages all the time because we have a special, super special guest. He
Super
is Karyn
special.
Garcia, a Brazilian pop singer that I grew up listening and following and cheering for everything she chose to do in her career. And now she's here with us, so it's super special. How are you, Karyn? Welcome.
I'm fine, and I'm very happy to be with you today. Hi, Marielle, Mal, Lucas. I think we have a great time here because, as I was talking to you before, it's a very special phase now in my career, and I'm so happy to be talking about the past years that I don't do that a lot, and yeah, and it's special because I'm going to talk about the past years and I'm going to talk about the future projects and to talk to you that know my music, they like my music. It makes me feel, how can I say, embraced,
Embrace it.
abraçada.
Embrace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
see, for sure.
Thank you.
Well, actually, what Karin just said makes totally sense because today we're going to talk about Y2K icons that are back and making music again. Or in some cases, they never stopped making music, but maybe the audience doesn't know that they
Yeah.
are still doing music. Uh, and with Karin was kind of like that. She never really stopped. We had some moments that we're gonna talk later. But
Hmm.
I want to start asking to Karin to introduce herself to the audience for those who doesn't know you yet, because they are about to know you now.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been singing since I was professionally since I was 12 years old. It was when I signed with my first record label here in Brazil, and my first album, really the album, the physical one, I released in in 2000, but the first album that got more, how can I say, got more known, né,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
nationally, was in 2003. It was my album Agiliza. It was very pop in an era that in Brazil it was not that common. The pop was still being born here in Brazil,
Yeah.
and I'm part of this era, and I'm really proud of it, of this album. And then among the years, I've sang other styles, their music styles, but I've always loved pop music, and I've always come back sometimes to it. And I never stopped, but I spent most of the last years taking care of my family. I became a mom, and I was having a very normal life, a mommy life, and now that I feel that my girls are grown-ups, not grown-ups, but they are teenagers now, I feel more secure to come back and how can I say, keep working for my dream, because I still have a lot of dreams that
Mhm.
I want to conquer.
Yeah, you can focus on yourself a little bit more now.
Yeah.
Makes sense, yes. Eu quero falar para os brasileiros assistindo, eu já vi que tem o Rafael aqui, Godoy, assistindo. Oi, Rafael. A gente vai traduzir todas as perguntas e respostas da Karyn para vocês ao vivo aqui, para todo mundo entender. Então, vai ser um pouquinho em português, um pouquinho em inglês, às vezes uma coisinha de espanhol, né? Porque a gente tem aqui o Maurício e a Mariel. Mas todo mundo vai entender, tá bom? Então, eu vou começar com a primeira pergunta. I'm gonna start with the first question. Just remind that we're gonna give some tips and news about other artists during this episode, so you guys can miss it. And I'm gonna start with the first question to Karyn, that is about actually the start. I wanna know if you feel some pressure to be like other pop stars that we had in Brazil, like Sandy. Eu quero saber da Karyn se ela sentiu pressão de se parecer com outras cantoras no começo dos anos 2000, que foi o momento que o pop começou a nascer, na verdade, aqui no Brasil a gente não tinha muito. Então a gente teve a Vanessa, a Sandy surgindo ali, e quero saber como foi para ela a pressão de ter ou não que parecer com elas.
Well, now I'm gonna speak in Portuguese, and then Lucas will translate it. Quando eu comecei a cantar solo, era até com solo, porque eu já tive dupla também, né? Eu já me apresentei com banda que as pessoas achavam que era um grupo e tal, mas quando eu comecei era Karyn, só Karyn, não usava nem Garcia, era Karyn com Y e 2 N's. E eu chegava nos shows de rádio, assim, lá no comecinho dos anos 2000, as pessoas ficavam, mas Karyn quem? Mas qual é o nome da banda? Ou então, assim, uma cantora sozinha, né? Era algo estranho, sabe? Assim, era algo diferente, né? A gente já tinha o pop de Sandy Júnior que cresceram, né? Desde de muito novinhos já eram conhecidos do público, né? E uma cantora solo era uma novidade. Então, as pessoas que queriam comparar com algo que já tivesse, que elas conseguissem associar, né? Então, eu senti, sim, essa pressão. De todo lugar que eu ia, as pessoas perguntavam, mas é o estilo que é? Ah, é tipo a Sandy? Aí depois veio a Vanessa. Ah, então é tipo a Vanessa? Então, assim, e tinha as comparações também, né? As brigas de fãs, né? Ah, uma é melhor que a outra. Tinha, na mesma época, veio a Kelly Key, a Luca. Eu lembro que saiu no jornal eu sendo comparada com a Kelly Key. E então, assim, como era... Isso aconteceu em todo lugar do mundo, né? Nos Estados Unidos, em época de Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Mandy Moore, Jessica Simpson, they were all compared, né, to each other. E isso aconteceu exatamente igual aqui no Brasil. Então, eu senti, sim, essa pressão. E eu acho que eu fui me acostumando, fui aprendendo a encontrar a minha personalidade, a entender qual que era a diferença, no que a gente se parecia, e eu fui aceitando bem isso. O público é que acabam arrumando algumas rixas, né? Algumas fights.
Sim. Karyn said that when she started, there was not so many pop solo singers here in Brazil, so people were struggling trying to understand if she was part of a band or maybe a duo, because we had Sandy Jr. here that is still like the biggest reference that we have in pop in that time. And then Vanessa, Kelly Key, Luca, there were other singers that people were comparing with Karyn. Even in the newspaper, they made an article about it, like Karyn and Luca at the same moment. And for her, she had to understand herself and be comfortable with this position, and always being herself, of course. But maybe people always try to make those type of fights between singers like they did in the US all the time, and we talk about it all the time here with Jessica, Mandy, Britney, Christina. Was the same here in Brazil, of course, with the girls, and that was the beginning. I want to bring something to complement this question, because for those who doesn't know, we had a TV show here in Brazil on MTV that was the worst music videos of the world. That was very popular. It was hosted by Marcos Mion, that is still a very popular host until this day on television, Brazilian television. And he used to play some videos and kind of make fun of the videos, like stopping all the time and making people paying attention on the details of the music video. And the whole idea for the show was kind of to be mean to the artist. And sometimes were artists that were starting, like happened with our friend here, Karyn. So I want to ask her about it, because I imagine for a teenager, you was supposed to be your dream to be on MTV, and the first time you saw yourself on MTV was in this position of someone making fun of your music video. And now I see that you are embracing this and making your own narrative about it and talking about it on social media. So I wanna know more. Antes eu vou traduzir para a galera aqui do Brasil que conhece o programa Os Piores Clipes do Mundo da MTV, que era muito famoso na MTV em 2000, 2001. Acho que durou bastante, que até 2006, por aí, até Marcos Mion sair da MTV. E a primeira vez que a Karyn apareceu na MTV foi nesse programa onde o Marcos Mion fez várias piadas com o clipe dela, inclusive comparou com a Sandy de um jeito malvado, por isso que eu trouxe esse tema. E agora a Karyn tem falado sobre isso nas redes sociais, pegando para ela essa história e falando da perspectiva dela. E eu quero saber mais dela sobre isso, como foi para você.
Eu tinha 14 anos e eu gravei o meu primeiro clipe. Meu primeiro de todos, assim, realizei um sonho. E na época eu tinha uma equipe, né? Fazia parte de uma pequena gravadora, tinha um pequeno escritório, algumas pessoas, né? Uma pessoa específica que trabalhava dentro do escritório enviou meu clipe para a MTV para tentar entrar na grade da programação. E aí entrou na grade, só que entrou neste programa, Os Piores Clipes do Mundo. Então eu fui assistir esperando a estreia do clipe. Eu não sabia que ia passar eu não sabia nem que programa que ia passar. Eu sei que não ia estar nos tops, ele acabou de estrear, né? Um clipe novidades, talvez, né? Mas acabou entrando nesse programa e que o Marcos Mion detonou o clipe. E algumas coisas eu até entendi como zoeira mesmo, fazia parte ali do programa, né? Agora, a parte que me pegou mais naquela época, né? Foi ele fazer aquela comparação com a Sandy, mas tipo assim, ela é a Sandy e aí ele não falou o quê? A piada é aquela, sei lá, depois do acidente, depois da doença tal, depois, sabe, assim, tipo assim, que era uma Sandy muito piorada, que era uma cópia, assim, da Sandy, só que ruim, né? E aí, naquela época, eu era muito fã. O clipe, né, que eu gravei foi inspirado em outra cantora. Eu era muito fã de Christina Aguilera, muito fã. E eu amava o clipe Come On Over. Claro que eu, como artista independente, aqui no Brasil, jamais poderia fazer um clipe à altura de Come On Over, né? Mas a inspiração foi aquela. E aí eu não estava esperando ser comparada com a Sandy, apesar de ser uma cantora que eu adorava, eu ia adorar ser comparada, mas não dessa forma, né? Então eu fiquei, assim, muito triste, eu fiquei muito decepcionada com o mundo da música. Eu falei, nossa, será que se expor é isso, né? Será que eu quero isso mesmo? Né? Será que eu aguento, né? Todas as críticas, as comparações. Fiquei duvidando de mim, do meu potencial, do meu talento, se realmente deveria ter feito aquele clipe. Então, naquela fase foi muito ruim. Mas eu não parei, eu não desisti, e depois, mais para frente, eu gravei um outro clipe, que foi do meu álbum Agiliza, que foi o clipe Boyfriend, e ele entrou na MTV, só que dessa vez na grade, e não só na grade, como ele ficou no top 3 por bastante tempo, né, era um dos clipes mais assistidos e pedidos e tal. Então, eu guardei essa história por muito tempo para mim, e recentemente eu resolvi compartilhar isso com os meus fãs. Era para ser de uma forma... inclusive, assim, as pessoas elas assistem o vídeo e acham que eu ainda não superei, mas eu só consigo compartilhar porque eu superei, porque eu entendi, porque eu abracei esse episódio como parte da minha vida. E hoje eu olho para trás como essa crítica dele, né, malvada, assim, que ele fez, foi um incentivo para eu continuar tentando ser melhor.
Yeah, Karyn said that she was 14 when she released that video. It was the first that she did. The whole idea was to make something inspired by Come On Over Baby by Christina Aguilera, that she was very fan back then. But she's an independent artist here in Brazil, so of course the budget was not the same, but she did the best that she could with what she had. And in that moment, she was dreaming to watch the premiere of the video. She doesn't know in which show the music video will be on air, and turned out to be in the worst music videos. And for her, the worst part was when Marcos Mion make a comparison with Sandy, but in a very mean way. Actually, was kind of implicit joke. He said something like, "Oh, she's like Sandy, but well, better. I'm not saying that," and move on. But she understood like that she was a cheaper version of Sandy or something like that, and for her was the worst part. But after that was good because she had another music video on MTV that was Boyfriend in the regular shows of the television, and now she thinks that was a moment that encouraged her to continue and make better things in her career. And now she's talking about it on social media, and people is speaking on her, saying that she's not moving on from that, but for her just to be speaking about that subject so openly is a sign that she's actually moving on from that. So it was a good moment. I think was kind of epic in some way, in some bad way, and now it's so good to see you embracing that and talking about it. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Before we move on to the next question, I have my first news for you guys. M2M, the pop duo from the 90s and the early 2000s, is back. The girls, Mariam and
I love
Mary.
them.
Yeah, we
Oh.
love them too. I'm so excited. And actually, we don't know, we doesn't know a lot about this reunion. Probably it's going to be a tour. They just posted a video together after 20 years, and we know
Wow.
that the duo broke up not so well. They had a fight, so now they are saying that they want a better end for the story. So we are imagining a tour or something. And for you
Mhm.
guys to know more, you gotta subscribe in the official website and to know more. But let's hope it's a tour. I'm waiting for that.
Wow, me too.
Yes. Marielle, you have a question, but if you want to read the comments before, please.
Yes, we have. Hold on. We have our friend Adrian, all the way from Texas. Hello, Adrian.
Hello,
Um, uh, I'm guessing Rafael Godoy, or in Portuguese, Rafael.
Yeah,
Rafael.
yeah, that's right.
Hello from Brazil, Francesca, my sister from Arkansas. Um, Joaquin from Chile. I love Boyfriend, the remix by Cuca. It's so elegant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm so
And
happy for that, Joaquin.
Marcos Lara, I'm guessing it's your boyfriend,
It's my
Lucas?
boyfriend. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Translation talent unlocked.
Unlocked.
Yes, because you, yeah, you can join in my team, Lucas.
Yeah, please. It's my
For
new
sure.
skill. Yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody watching us. Okay, my next question to you, Karyn. I know you have released several albums and that you've been working for years, and I would like to know. I'm sorry. Who are your biggest inspirations, or for each album? Who did you
Mhm.
use as an inspiration in each one?
Um, no final dos anos 90, me descobri muito fã da Laura Pausini e da Shakira. Eu
Mhm.
gostava muito, demais, assim, eu mesma fazia as minhas versões das músicas, principalmente da Laura Pausini, assim que eu comecei a compor, inclusive, foi fazendo versões dela, depois eu comecei a compor minhas próprias músicas. E assim, então ela com certeza foi uma inspiração para eu gostar tanto da música romântica, acho que essa referência esteve presente acho que em todos os meus álbuns, desde lá até hoje. E aí depois, né, eu acho que nessa época, começando pelos primeiros 2 CDs que eu gravei antes do Agiliza, eu tinha 12 anos, 13 anos, e eu gostava demais de Sandy Júnior, e nessa época eu escutava Sandy Júnior, eu escutava Shakira, e a Shakira tinha umas músicas um pouco mais dançantes, então eu quis misturar um pouco, né, do romântico com o dançante. E aí, quando veio o álbum Agiliza, eu tava numa fase que eu ouvia demais, eu estava apaixonada por Britney Spears e Christina Aguilera, essas duas, assim, na fase do Boyfriend, eu chegava pro produtor e falava, sabe aquela música da Britney? Então, eu quero uma coisa assim. Sabe a Cristina? Eu quero uma coisa assim. Então, fui totalmente inspirado nelas, né? E NSYNC também, eu ouvia demais, né? As batidas do CD Agiliza, eu vi que elas são muito características daquela fase, né? De Bye 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 do NSYNC, ou até um pouquinho antes, no meu álbum anterior do Agiliza, tem uma música que chama Nas Ondas da Paixão, que foi inspirada em Baby One More Time e Oops, I Did It Again, elas são muito parecidas, né? Elas têm até harmonia parecida, então foi inspirada ali também. Então essas duas com certeza.
Também.
Fora isso, né? É verdade, o Westlife, eu amava o Westlife, fiz 2 versões do Westlife nos CDs anteriores também. Então, foi uma fase que eu acho que eu posso... uns bons anos foram esses cantores. Aí, depois, eu passei um tempo, né, sem gravar nada, eu fui gravar de novo em 2009, que eu gravei um CD, Deixa a Vida Surpreender, também com o Cuca, o mesmo produtor da Agiliza. E aí, nessa fase, eu continuava ouvindo todas essas cantoras e um pouco mais, né? Gostava da Jennifer Lopez, gostei muito eu ouvi, assim, num repeat, o CD da Michaela, que lançou um único CD, né? A vida toda eu era muito fã dela. Eu tenho o CD, eu tenho. Really? I have the album.
Wow,
Yes.
that was a surprise.
That's a surprise, yes.
Só que nessa fase, eu tava numa fase um pouco mais, querendo algo um pouco mais acústico. Então, apesar de ter ainda essas influências do pop mais eletrônico, eu entrei numa fase mais acústica. E aí eu lembro que eu lancei Gosto de Ser Quem Eu Sou, que foi uma música que marcou muito, né, nesse CD Deixa a Vida Surpreender. E mesmo fazendo algo mais acústico, exatamente esse single, eu quis fazer algo também, eu senti a falta do eletrônico, então tiveram remixes, né? Tive remixes para Gosto de Ser Quem Eu Sou, gravei uma nova versão da Me Odeio Por Te Amar, que também ganhou um outro remix, um pouquinho mais pop. Então continuou sendo pop, dessas influências que eu tinha, talvez um pouquinho mais acústico, eu já tinha um pouquinho de influência nesse CD, eu lembro da Demi Lovato, que era algo mais acústico, né? Na época, um rockinho. Então, se eu ouvir a versão desse CD, tem a Gosto de Ser Quem Eu Sou, tem a versão pop rock, que foi inspirado numa vibe mais Demi Lovato. Então, a Demi também entra aí. E aí, mais pra frente, deixa eu voltar aqui no tempo para ver qual foi depois. 2009. Sim, aí foi quando eu mudei, assim, um pouco mais radical, porque alguns anos depois, né, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 anos depois, eu lancei 4 músicas ao vivo de um DVD que eu fui convidada para participar, e eu transformei as minhas músicas pop em sertanejo, então elas ficaram mais country. E aí é uma fase que eu entrei de cabeça assim no sertanejo, né? Porque eu fiz parte desse projeto, que era uma equipe que todo mundo era sertanejo, é uma coisa que eu sempre gostei também, e eu fiquei algum tempo nisso, né? Aí as minhas inspirações, elas continuavam sendo um pouco de fora, a Shania Twain, que eu adorava, a Fairy Hill, que eu amava também. E aqui no Brasil eu gostava de alguns cantores. Eu gostava muito de Luan Santana, eu era muito fã de Luan Santana, porque eu gostava do jeito que ele misturava o pop com o sertanejo, né? Era um sertanejo misturado com pop, e eu fiquei nessa linha. E aí, depois desse álbum, foi quando eu dei, acho que a minha maior pausa. Foi em 2012, e aí eu fui voltar só em 2018, lançando músicas eletrônicas, umas com Cuca, que inclusive essas não estão nas plataformas, né? Acho que só estão lá no SoundCloud. Aí as minhas inspirações continuavam sendo todas essas cantoras que eu sempre gostei, e também gostava de Cascada, que é né, vocês conhecem, né? Então aí era algo que me influenciou também, né, na música mais eletrônica. Ouvia bastante também a Avicii, e era muito fã, inclusive até fiz uma música em homenagem a ele, chama Your Legacy. Ela não tá nas plataformas, mas eu vou colocar. Esses dias eu tava vendo todas essas músicas que eu lancei de 2018 até 2019, eu quero colocar de volta. E aí foi quando... Aí foi em 2020 que eu mudei completamente mesmo, virei de cabeça para baixo, fui pro gospel. Você quer traduzir até aí para a gente poder continuar?
Okay.
Para chegar no gospel?
Yeah, Marielle asked about the inspirations in each work of Karyn. She had a lot of music done. So at the beginning, she was very influenced by Shakira and Sandy Jr. As I said, Sandy Jr. here, that is a pop duo here in Brazil. And
Laura
Pausini.
Yeah, and she had inspiration Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, of course. She loved Jennifer Lopez. So in the beginning of the career, the two first albums, she was very influenced by the teen pop that we love, like NSYNC, Westlife. She made two Portuguese versions of Westlife songs. That's how I first heard Karyn. That was the song O Que Prometeu on the radio.
If I
That
let you
is,
go.
yeah, is a Portuguese version
If
of
I let
Westlife.
you go.
This song amazing, and she done some electronic music that was inspired by Avicii and a lot of electronic artists. She wants to upload those songs again to the streaming because they are not available right now. And before that, she had an album in 2009 that was inspired by Jennifer Lopez and all those singers in that moment, but a little
Demi.
bit, yeah, a little bit of pop rock with Demi Lovato. And now is the moment that she changed it to the most because she went to the Christian music. Ah, I can't forget, she mentioned Michaela. This
Yeah.
is a dream for this podcast because Michaela, after Stacey Rico, I think Michaela is the queen of this podcast. We talk about her
Yes.
all the
Oh,
time.
really?
We love
Yeah.
her, so that's amazing. We're in the right place because we love her. Yes,
Oh,
and
it's so difficult to find people that know her because yeah, she only released one album and then she disappeared from the
yeah,
industry. So it's very
exactly.
rare to find
Yeah,
fans. It's really good that it connects us.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you know Michaela, that means you love pop music for sure. Yeah, I truly love her. And now she's gonna talk a little bit about the Christian phase for us. Por favor,
Uhum.
Karine.
Durante os últimos anos, um pouquinho antes de 2020, eu entrei numa fase pessoal, né? Lá em 2013 eu me divorciei, entrei em depressão e eu estava procurando um caminho, comecei a procurar pela espiritualidade e eu me encontrei numa igreja e ali eu comecei a entender que talvez o meu propósito estivesse na música gospel, que agora que eu conheci, né, a verdade, a palavra, eu precisava cantar sobre isso. E naturalmente surgiram algumas composições de experiências reais que eu vivi mesmo, assim, de conhecer a palavra de Deus, de cantar para Deus. Era uma coisa assim que para mim era. Eu nem sonhava, nem pensava em cantar música gospel. Eu não ouvia, não consumia esse tipo de música. Simplesmente surgiu de uma verdade de uma fase que eu estava vivendo. Nunca foi assim, pensando no comercial nem nada. Era simplesmente que eu estava sendo fiel, né, ao que eu estava conhecendo, né, vivendo ali e tal. E aquilo me ajudou muito durante um período grande, né, emocionalmente. Eu ganhei muitos amigos, me senti muito acolhida. E aí isso eu acabei, depois de alguns anos, né, mesmo fazendo as outras músicas ainda seculares, eu comecei a pensar, bom, vou profissionalizar isso. Então, já que eu sou cantora e eu tenho essas músicas, eu vou começar a lançar algo mais profissional. E foi quando eu lancei nas plataformas, né, lá no meu Instagram e nas plataformas, minha primeira música, assim, que ficou conhecida, até bem conhecida no Brasil, entre, né, entre as igrejas, e teve muitas covers, e as pessoas cantaram muito nas igrejas e tudo. Até eu já tinha gravado um EP antes, lá em 2016, no gospel, mas que eu nem trabalhei, porque foi algo muito particular. Inclusive, nesse EP eu uso até o meu nome de Carolyn, quando eu lancei. Exatamente. Porque era para ser algo mais particular meu, não era nem pensando em lançar, assim, profissional, né? Mas, no fim, eu acabei gravando um clipe em Nova York de uma música desse EP, que foi a realização de um sonho, que foi tudo coisas assim que foram acontecendo, né? Nem fui atrás, foi muito legal. Eu estava na gravadora do Rick Bonadio nessa época que eu gravei esse EP aí. E aí eu lancei essa música, né? Se Eu Não Ouvir Tua Voz, em 2020, e foi aí que eu comecei a viver esse conflito de em que estilo que eu devia ficar, em que eu deveria cantar. Você quer traduzir até aí? Para daí eu continuar daí
Yeah.
para frente.
Karyn started in Christian music after a divorce, and she faced depression, and she found herself embraced in a church for the people and for the music and for the church. And for her, it was very natural to write about it, about the faith, about how she was feeling in that moment. So, despite she never thought about being a Christian singer, a gospel singer, as we said here in Brazil. She did that because it felt natural at that moment. So in 2016, she released an EP that was something very personal to her. Was not supposed to be something to be commercial. She was working with Rick Bonadio in that moment. That is like a huge producer here in Brazil. He worked with Ruge, that everyone here knows. That is our girl group, for example, and a lot of artists here in Brazil. And after that, in that moment, she recorded a music video in New York that was such a dream for her, and
Mhm.
everything happened very natural. So after that, she recorded more music, more Christian music, and there was a track that what was the name again? Cutting
Se eu não ouvir tua voz.
Se eu não ouvir
If
a
I
tua
don't hear your
voz.
voice.
Yeah, became kind of popular in the church. People making covers, recording their own versions, but she had some conflict in her mind in that moment. If she should come back to pop or if she should stay in the Christian lane, and now she's gonna continue telling us the story.
Yeah, it was in 2020 that the song got a little viral, and then I started thinking that maybe this was my purpose, né? Eu achei que talvez esse fosse o meu propósito. Então, já que a música eu estava recebendo muitos testemunhos de pessoas que ouviam essa música e se recuperavam, se tinham forças para levantar, pessoas que falaram que pensavam em suicídio, né? E aí depois ouviram a música e a música deu força para elas. Eu falei, nossa, então é isso que eu quero fazer. Eu quero cantar para mexer com a vida das pessoas de forma positiva, porque esse sempre foi o meu sonho. Desde lá no meu primeiro CD, se você lê os agradecimentos lá, né? Que antes a gente tinha os agradecimentos no encarte. Eu falo que o meu maior sonho era tocar a vida das pessoas com a minha música. E aí eu mudei um pouco o jeito de ver, né, no lançamento dessa música. Eu acabei achando que era só assim que eu ia tocar a vida das pessoas, cantando sobre Deus para elas. E eu acabei esquecendo também sobre tudo o que tudo que eu tinha feito até ali e que já tinha tocado a vida de tantas pessoas, né? Uma música, ela traz uma boa lembrança, ela marca um momento especial, ela te faz sentir melhor, ela te dá forças, né? Independente do estilo, de você estar cantando diretamente sobre Deus ou não, porque, na verdade, quase toda a música está falando sobre, né, sobre a espiritualidade, porque são as emoções, né? Somos nós, né, os seres humanos, vivendo nossos conflitos e tudo mais. Só que eu não tinha essa visão, eu fiquei muito... me tornei uma pessoa muito religiosa. E aí, depois disso, né, eu fiquei... Aí lançava uma música... Eu até lancei músicas pop nesse intervalo. Eu lembro que 2020 para 2021 eu lancei 2 músicas chamadas Sinto Muito, e que eu gravei até um clipe lá no Hopi Hari, né? E depois a Querido Alguém, que eu fiz uma versão remix com um rapper, o Candeeiro. E aí tinha lançado o gospel, aí lancei esse pop, aí o pessoal do gospel ficou confuso, falou, achei que agora você ia ser cantora gospel, mas aí eu lancei a música pop, porque aquilo tava em mim, né? Era algo que eu senti vontade de fazer, eu nunca fiquei presa no segmento, assim, na carreira, né? Ok, até aí?
Sim. Well, she felt very inspired by the feedback she had with that track, like people telling her the impact that the song had in their lives, like very strong things, like people thinking about took their own lives and saying that the song changed their minds about that. So it's very powerful. So for Karyn, that was the purpose of everything. Like she said that in the first album, the whole idea for her was already to touch people with the music. So in that moment, made sense to her that was the path for that. Like Christian music would be the way I'm gonna touch those people. And for a moment, she was so religious that she forgot about everything she's done in the past that also touched people, because we are all human. So when we are singing about the feelings, the emotions, everything that is part of us as people, in a way, you are talking about spiritual things also. So but people were confusing all the time if she was a Christian singer or a regular singer, and always asking her about it. Are you changing? Are you changing? I think in a moment I was one of those,
I
because
want to decide.
yeah, because
For heaven's sake.
she released two pop songs in the middle of that. That's what caused people kind of confusion. I think here in Brazil is way too difficult to navigate in both rivers. Like in the US, as we
Yeah.
talk here all the time about Christian singers, it's easier to make a crossover and come back, like Tori Kelly is doing now
Sorry, Kelly, I
so
would talk about her.
beautifully. Yeah, but here in Brazil, the religion talks, I think, louder than the music. So maybe that's the problem. You can continue, please, Karyn.
É, I, eu tive pessoas próximas a mim que me influenciavam a escolher, né? As pessoas que eu conhecia na igreja, pessoas bem intencionadas, pessoas queridas que faziam parte do meu círculo, né? Amigos que falavam, não, né? Agora você não pode mais navegar nos dois rios, né? Você tem que escolher um. E eles estavam falando de uma forma, espiritualmente falando, não é nem de carreira, né? E assim como pessoas que também estavam preocupadas com a minha carreira, falavam, você tem que decidir, porque aqui no Brasil não dá para você ser os dois. Ou você é uma coisa ou você é outra. E eu nunca consegui me encaixar em uma coisa ou em outra. Então eu ficava fases que eu falava, não, agora eu sou só gospel. Não, agora eu sou secular. Então eu ficava mudando. Aí, um ano depois, eu lancei um CD que eu produzi com o Marcelo Modesto. E ele era totalmente country, romântico, bem country. Aí eu batei toda a minha vontade de ouvir aqueles sons que eu gostava de ouvir no country music, que eu sou muito fã, né? E muita música romântica. Esse álbum foi bem especial, que eu gravei em 2021. E aí nessa fase foi quando eu comecei o público gospel começou a me abandonar porque entendeu que eu não ia ser só aquilo. E eu até mudei de Instagram uma época, eu perdi todo o público, voltei tudo de novo. E aí teve fases que eu quis parar tudo, falei, não sei mais o que eu quero fazer, vou parar, não sei para que lado que eu vou. E aí em 2022 eu deu aquela saudade da música pop. E aí eu lancei 5 músicas, eu gravei um EP, na verdade, eu realizei um sonho, porque eu sempre ouvindo todas essas cantoras que eu sempre fui muito fã, e eu gravei um EP com 5 músicas em inglês inéditas, né, com o produtor Gino Martini, que é do grupo W, que é um grupo antigo aqui do Brasil, né, que já fez muito sucesso aqui, ainda faz, até hoje eles fazem shows pra caramba, até na Europa, tudo.
Na Europa.
E ele é parte do W, e ele produziu as músicas do jeito que eu sonhava, assim, eu ouvi. Tenho muito orgulho desse EP, o EP que chama Reset, e até eu achei que era uma coisa assim que eu ia continuar dali só fazer isso, né? E de 2022 a 2023 que eu fiquei trabalhando esse EP, mas ainda neste meio tempo eu ainda fiquei oscilando entre, será que eu volto pro gospel? Aí lançava um outro clipe gospel, eu estava gravando o EP em inglês e estava gravando um clipe gospel aqui, eu mesma, né, filmando e lançando música nova e tal. Então eu fiz uma confusão muito grande com a minha carreira, até entender há muito pouco tempo, apesar de ainda reviver uns conflitos recentes, que eu posso navegar, assim, nos dois mundos, né? Que eu não sou eu não preciso estar em uma prateleira. Eu quase, até em 2023, eu falei, não, decidi, vou jogar tudo pro ar, vou esquecer quem foi Karyn Garcia, vou mudar meu nome e agora só vou ser gospel e chega, vou apagar o passado, porque a religião te ensina isso, né? Que você tem que apagar quem você era e ser uma nova pessoa e tal. Então eu entendi dessa forma que eu tinha que apagar quem eu era. E foi depois dessa minha tentativa, né, de ficar 100%, que eu vi que não dá, que eu não era uma pessoa, não era só isso, e eu senti que eu não precisava realmente escolher. E aí foi quando eu comecei a misturar um pouco mais naturalmente. Lançava uma música secular, uma música gospel, as pessoas ainda em conflito, reclamando, me cobrando posição, mas eu comecei a navegar mais naturalmente por isso, né?
Yeah, there was a lot of noise in her head to make a choice, like people talking, you should stay in the Christian music. No, you cannot be on that. You gotta come back to pop music. So the beginning of Karin listening to herself was an album that she did in 2021 that she made a little bit of country music, things that she loved to listen. And after that, she released an EP with 5 English tracks, pop music, that was produced by one of the guys of W, that a group that is actually from Brazil but very popular everywhere, like in the Europe, everywhere. And she was very conflicted with this, like deleting Instagram, coming back and changing names and everything. But after all, she understood that she doesn't need to fit anywhere. She can make pop music and she can make Christian music at the same time. She can stay true to herself. Actually, I was thinking when I was listening that people don't understand sometimes something because that no one did before. So in some way you can be the first to make that happen in Brazil, so that would be great. I think you can be
Mm-hmm.
true to yourself for sure. So this is like a huge part of her story. We knew, for those people who doesn't know Karin, I'm pretty sure now you know, because she made a beautiful resume for us. And now I know that Marielle has some tip for us about another Y2K icon. Please, Marielle.
Yes, the one that is back. She released her seventh album about a week ago. The album name is Seven. Is Nelly Furtado, who is now back with new
Oh,
music after 7 years of absence. She usually takes.
sorry.
No,
No,
no, it's
I
okay.
put on Spotify to save the new album and started the loud sound
No
here.
problem, no
No
problem.
problem. No problem. Yes, her new album is really cool. She produced it and she co-wrote all of the songs. She worked with her daughter, who is now 21.
Oh,
So
wow.
her daughter Nevis worked as a co-producer, and she also sang in some of the songs. So it's really interesting to see Nelly back after 7 years of absence.
Yeah.
She always takes some time to release music, but this time she really took some time. And I hope you guys can check it out. It's really cool. I love the album. You know, I'm a huge Nelly fan. So, speaking, in a more neutral point of view, the album is really good. So, give it a try. You won't regret it.
Yeah, do like Karin and save now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Great news.
We
I love
have
that.
more comments, Marielle. If you want to read the English ones, I can read the Portuguese.
Yes, Joaquin is saying that was Kuka the producer of your album? I sense some hints of Kelly Key in some tracks.
Yeah.
Greetings from
Yeah.
Chile. Your music is so cool.
Yeah, the Kuka produced Kelly Key's album, so it has a lot of influence. It's the same Britney Spears vibe, and uh, some music you can see. You can find some elements. All the elements are almost the same. Are They are different songs, but the elements are the same, so it sounds very similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kuka was a huge part of pop music of Brazil. He produced so
Yeah.
many great
A
stuff.
question, Lucas, before you move on. Is Kuka the same that made some remixes for Thalia?
Yes, yes.
For
Oh, mm,
Shakira
For
too.
mm.
Shakira.
I know some
Yes.
remixes from Thalia,
Madonna.
and the name rang the
Wow.
bell. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
He's amazing. He's amazing.
okay.
We had some comments in Portuguese that I'm gonna translate. Rafael is saying, to be a gospel singer in Brazil, you have to renounce who you are, sorry, or you will not be welcome. in this industry. Yes, you are right. And Murilo is saying, was such an honor to make part of Karin music video. I'm such a fan of my friend Murilo Almeida.
Yeah, Murilo is a very special friend. Um beijo para você, Murilo, para Clary. Ele falou aí no comentário acima, saudoso Modesto, né? Modesto
Sim.
was my music producer for years, and he passed away years ago. And it was a very difficult time for me to
To deal.
because I think I had a very easy we have a very easy communication. Eu mandava um áudio para ele e ele já sabia do jeito que eu queria. Eu encontrei aquela conexão que eu tive lá atrás com o Cuca, né?
Uhum.
Então se tornou uma pessoa muito especial e foi muito triste. Eu me sinto honrada de ter esses trabalhos feitos com ele para sempre gravado na minha história.
Legal.
E o Murilo, ele participou do clipe Sentimento Mútuo, Murilo Almeida.
Sim.
Ele é o meu boyfriend lá.
Legal. E o Rafael fez piadinha, né? Karyn e suas confusões musicais. We know, Rafael.
Antes fossem só musicais.
Yeah. Now is turn for my friend Mauricio. Please, your question.
Okay, first of all, welcome, Karyn. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Thank you for accepting
Thank you.
invite. Yes, and I was listening to your story, and I feel very connected in a way because I'm still Christian too, but at the same time I'm gay too. So I understand very well, like to feel like that, like you don't fit in some kind of world, because you are this and you're that. And I think you're so brave because you are still making music like how you feel, like you feel this kind of faith that I still have, and it's amazing. But at the same time, you embrace your past, so it's amazing to listen to your story. So thank you so much. And my first question, it's about you. Actually, how do you feel yourself as an artist right now in comparison to the past?
Yeah.
Eu não entendi como eu me sinto agora.
Vou traduzir para você e para
só a pergunta aí que eu não... é verdade. Eu já entendi, tá bom.
Não, como você se sente em comparação ao começo da sua carreira, como você se via como artista no começo, como você vê agora, o que mudou para você?
Eu acho que lá no começo, quando eu era adolescente, eu tinha mais, eu ouvia mais as pessoas falando para mim como que eu deveria fazer, como que eu deveria ser. Então, apesar de ter muito da minha essência em todo o meu trabalho de quando eu era adolescente, a minha essência está lá. Mas não era uma coisa que eu sabia decidir por mim. Então, eu tive muita influência. Então, hoje, eu não vou procurar alguém, né, um produtor que vai falar para mim, faz desse jeito, porque é esse jeito que vai fazer sucesso, é isso que tá bombando e tal. Não, eu vou procurar alguém que entenda o que está dentro de mim, o que eu quero passar, né, com a minha música. Então, acho que a maior diferença é essa maturidade de você saber realmente o que você está fazendo e ser você, né, de ser você mesmo. E não se incomodar, não sofrer tanto mais com comparações. No início, isso me prejudicava, né, me afetava, e hoje eu já tenho também esse discernimento de não mudar por causa de uma comparação ou por causa que alguém falou que o certo é fazer aquilo, né? Então, isso foi um amadurecimento muito demorado, muito longo, como artista, como pessoa, mas eu sinto que hoje eu estou muito mais perto de ser essa pessoa mais autêntica e sem medo de desagradar.
No. She said that at the beginning she had a lot of people with opinions saying what she should do, and of course she listened because she was only a teenager. Besides that, there was of course so much of her in the songs, but there was a lot of people making decisions for her, and now she doesn't have to listen or to have someone telling her what to do. She can make her decisions as a person or an artist, and she feels like she's closer to be her most authentic self. and that's really cool. I want to say shout out to my friend Diego, who's texting me saying that she loves when I laugh. This laugh he loves. So thank you, friend, for watching. And Mauricio has some news or tips about some Y2K icon. Mauricio?
Yes, yes, friend, thank you. I want to talk about Miss Georgina Sparks, the American Idol from 2006, I think, 2006. Am I
I
right,
think
friends?
I think
Yes.
2007.
Seven?
Seven
Seven.
or
Yeah.
2007? Okay, 2007. Okay. She's releasing a new album after almost 10 years of hiatus, and it's amazing. It's called No
Wow.
Restrictions. She has a lot of collaborations, and one of my favorites is the collaboration with Sean Stockman from Boyz II Men. It's called What Are We Doing? So it's a very amazing album. It's very R&B. It's very soulful. You know that she has a wonderful and amazing voice. So it's my first tip for today. So please listen. I don't know if you like Jordan Sparks,
Yeah, I
Karyn.
used to listen
Okay.
a lot to Jordan Sparks. I
That's
had no
great.
idea she
Yes.
Yeah.
was back.
So please
That's
check
why
it
we are
out. You're
doing
gonna
this.
like it.
People should listen. Yeah. Actually, I told you guys, Nowhere was a huge hit here in Brazil. Karim
Oh
can
yeah.
confirm that with Chris
Mm.
Brown all the time on the radio. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was the biggest hit, like
Yeah.
Nowhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh, One Step at a Time. I think it was the song
Mm.
que marcou
Yeah. That
Oh,
one
I
my
love
life.
that
lasting
song.
forever.
Yes.
We love that. We had actually a lot of questions. We don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna cut some. So I was about to ask more about the albums. I think we talk a lot, but I
Mhm.
cannot not talk about Agiliza. That is the moment where I fell in love with your career. I have the album here since 2000. Where's the camera?
Más
Oh,
al centro, al centro. Center, center.
here.
There, there.
Yes. Okay.
I have this album since 2003 when I bought,
Wow.
and I love this album so much because, as Joaquin said, was produced by Kuka. I used to love Kelly Key too, so Luca, and so makes sense. Um, I used to listen to Bye Bye on the radio all the time, Transamerica Pop, the station, Boyfriend on MTV. I remember I had a friend in school, Tamiris. I don't know if you were watching, but she was
Oh,
obsessed with the video of Boyfriend.
oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, so this is the era that I really experienced it with you, like listening all the time. I just want to say that I love Não Te Amo Mais with Cal. For me, should be a single for sure. There's
I
Dilemmas
think so.
Vibe by
Yeah,
Nelly. Is really cool.
it
And
was an inspiration.
yeah, I want to know your perspective about this moment in your career because I think it was very important. And I want to ask you if it's true that there was a song that was supposed to be on Malhação soundtrack. For those who doesn't know, Malhação is a huge show here in Brazil, like Degrassi on Canada. You know that there's a lot of seasons. Each season
Mm.
is a different cast and was made for teenagers and was everything for my generation. And a lot of songs that were popular here in Brazil was because of that soundtrack. Like Luca, that is Brazilian singer that we are talking all the time here. She
Mhm.
exploded because Tô Nem Aí was part of the
Yeah.
soundtrack in 2003. So I want to know that. Agora em português, eu quero que a Karyn fale um pouquinho pra gente sobre a era Agiliza, que eu amo tanto, e se é verdade que tinha uma música para fazer parte da trilha de Malhação que acabou não entrando. Se for verdade, por quê?
É verdade. Foi, acho que, uma das minhas primeiras grandes decepções, assim, na música, né? Na indústria da música. Porque tem muita competição, né? Competição de empresário, de gravadora, e eu, numa competição, sairia perdendo, porque eu não era 100% independente, meu álbum tinha sido distribuído por uma gravadora na época que se chamava Atração, mas não se comparava ao peso de uma Sony Music, de uma BMG, né? Gravadoras enormes na época. E tava tudo certo para minha música. Não me lembro quem fez contato, era um amigo do Cuca, não lembro. Eu sei que tava tudo certo para minha música ser trilha sonora da Malhação, a música Boyfriend. Só que na última hora, a gravadora colocou a música do Felipe Dilon,
Uhum.
aquela que. Eu esqueci o nome, mas é a mais top,
Musa do
aquela que estourou
verão.
dele.
É
Isso, a
musa
música
do
do
verão.
verão. E aí eles tinham que tirar, né, do álbum, né, do CD da trilha sonora, a quem estava. Eu ia entrar de graça. Geralmente ali as gravadoras sempre pagavam para ter os
Uhum.
artistas, né, na trilha sonora. E a minha música ia entrar de graça. Então quem que eles iam tirar, né? Tiraram a minha, que era a única música que ia entrar ali, tipo, na amizade, né? Então, foi quando eu fiquei muito decepcionada, porque eu estava contando com isso, eu já tinha contado para os amigos, eu assistia Malhação, era super fã, estava esperando o momento, imaginando que personagem que ia tocar. E aí aconteceu, eu recebi essa notícia, né? Do tipo, então beleza, tudo funciona só com dinheiro, então, né? As outras coisas
Uhum.
não valem. Então, nesse período, eu lembro que eu fiquei alguns anos depois sem interesse na música por conta disso, né? Foi depois do
Uhum.
álbum Agiliza, eu só fui voltar lá em 2009, né? Que foi nessa fase foi a fase que eu me casei, daí depois eu me tornei mãe e tudo mais, mas esse período, esse meu hiato entre Agiliza e o Deixa a Vida Surpreender foi muito por conta disso, que eu já tinha tido algumas decepções e essa foi uma das maiores, assim, né?
Oh, okay. I asked her about the song that was supposed to be in that soundtrack. She said that that was true. Was supposed to be boyfriend, part of the soundtrack. She was very happy about it, imagining the song on the show, which character would be like the team song with that song. She told to the friends, my song is gonna be there. But as we know, the music industry is moved by money, and she was part of a small label. Actually, she was independent, and there was a small label selling,
Distributing.
distributing, and selling the album for her. And so the song was supposed to be part of the soundtrack. Like, I'm not gonna say as a favor, but Kuka, the producer, was probably friends with someone involved in that soundtrack, so he helped with that. But Felipe Dilon, that was a very popular pop singer here in Brazil that we mentioned here before, he was part of a huge label, so they paid, of course, uh, for his song to be part of the soundtrack. That is Musa do Verão, that is his biggest
Hit.
hit here in Brazil, and that was the first actually disappointment by her in this industry, and was the reason why she focused on her personal life for a while. She got married and had kids, and that's why it took so long for her to come back with another album. She only came back in 2009, like 5 years later. It's such a shame. We had a lot of stories like that here in this podcast, like how the industry can be very bad, and usually is very bad with artists. And
Yeah.
you said it would be great to listen to your song in Malhação. You imagine how things would be different if that happened?
Yeah, because a música ela já estava, ela já tinha se tornado muito popular, né? Mesmo não tendo um grande investimento. Se ela entrasse numa novela e ficasse famosa assim a nível nacional nesse nível, né? Provavelmente minha carreira teria tomado um rumo diferente, né? As coisas teriam sido, não sei como, né? Às vezes eu acredito que as coisas têm que ser como tem que ser, mas
Mhm.
com certeza teria sido diferente. Teria alcançado e teria ido muito mais longe, né? Teria sido um sucesso muito maior.
Yeah. I asked her if she ever imagined what would happen if the song actually did enter in that soundtrack. And she can help but imagine that the song would be bigger because it was already popular without money. I believe it was very organic, the whole thing with Boyfriend.
Uhum.
And because of the moment here in Brazilian music was very pop, and she can only imagine, but she thinks would be bigger. I think so, but as you said, things happen for a reason. So
Uhum.
yeah, that's cool. Guys, we are
Yeah.
here for almost 1 hour. I want to know if Marielle or Mauricio have some question that you guys really want to make? If not, we can go to a quick game that I prepare for you guys.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I think we can go with the last question, and
Yeah,
then
the last
it's okay.
question.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course, please.
I want to know who would you like to collaborate with someday, whether it's a Brazilian singer or a foreign singer. Who would you like to sing with in the future?
Com quem a Karyn
Oh,
gostaria de fazer um feat?
I think Laura Pausini would be my first choice because I was a huge fan and she was a big influence, and I love her until today. And so it would be an honor and a dream come true. Many other artists, but if I had to choose one, it would be her.
É.
Okay. Mm.
A artista que ela gostaria de fazer o feat é a Laura Pausini, porque ela ama muito. Actually, I forgot to mention at the beginning, she said that she started writing songs, making Portuguese versions of Laura Pausini. So, of
Mm.
course, she loves Laura Pausini. It
Uh,
is
Mhm.
her first choice for here in Brazil, we say feat, as featuring.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When people are collaborating, they say, I'm making a feat with someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Taking from English. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You have another question, Mal?
Yes, talking about the music industry that you were talking about that, I want to know what do you think about the music industry, especially in Brazil? Because Brazil is a complete different world. You know, like in Latin America, you are very powerful in the sense of the music, and you have like your own artists, and everything is like a complete different world in comparison to the other countries in Latin America. So I want to know what do you think about the music industry, especially in Brazil, according to your experience?
Uhum.
Mhm.
Mal quer saber a visão dela sobre a indústria musical brasileira, porque aqui no Brasil a gente tem os artistas muito fortes aqui. Então tem vários tipos de música. Geralmente em outros países latinos, por falarem espanhol, acaba misturando bastante, né? Acaba a Colômbia consumindo muito do México e assim vai. E aqui no Brasil não, a gente tem a nossa própria cultura e ele quer saber a visão dela sobre isso e também através da experiência dela com a indústria musical brasileira, o que, que ela acha.
O Brasil é um país muito grande, né? Eu acho que realmente o que a gente lança aqui é sempre destinado aqui, né? Sempre destinado no Brasil, para o Brasil, né? Então, apesar de ter essa limitação, eu acredito que para os brasileiros, né, crescerem, e para os artistas, né, ouvindo, sabendo já disso, meio que o Brasil se torna suficiente. Ele quer ser famoso, quer ser conhecido, quer ter a sua música ouvida em todo o Brasil. Aí, se você tem um sonho internacional, é outra coisa. Aí você vai gravar em espanhol, em inglês. Mas eu acho que a maioria dos artistas sempre focam no Brasil mesmo. E a indústria aqui, eu acho que ela não é muito diferente de todo o resto, porque a indústria musical, ela precisa lucrar, né? Então, ela precisa produzir produtos, né? Os artistas, as músicas são produtos rentáveis. Então, eu acho que o maior desafio é pro artista conseguir continuar sendo autêntico e fiel a si mesmo. Apesar disso, né? Como encontrar esse equilíbrio de. Porque o artista precisa fazer sucesso para conseguir se abastecer de novo, né? Ele faz um sucesso e investe no próximo trabalho. E tem artistas que simplesmente não conseguem. Eu acho isso muito triste, mas é a verdade. Porque muitos artistas não conseguem continuar produzindo porque não tem o retorno que a indústria pede, né? Então, simplesmente estão aí escondidos, nunca ninguém vai ouvir. Hoje, graças às redes sociais, a gente consegue, né, colocar a nossa música e muita gente ouvir, independente da indústria musical. Mas se você quiser fazer parte dos grandes mesmo, de ser coisa a nível nacional, aí você tem que se tornar realmente um produto e abraçar isso e focar
Jogar o
em
jogo.
play the game.
Yeah. She said that here in Brazil, most of the artists make music for Brazilian people in Portuguese because it's already super hard to go national. here in Brazil, you gotta play the game. As we said, there's a lot of things involved. So for her, it's not that different from other parts of the world because money, unfortunately, is the rule, and that makes so hard for us to be authentic sometimes. I'm
Mhm.
saying us because I'm also a singer, and I know how hard it is to be authentic and independent because you need some return money so you can pay
Yeah.
your bills and continue making music and being yourself. And when people here in Brazil decide to go international, they need to record in Spanish or English to try to reach uh, other places, and this is a whole other investment. Most of the artists here in Brazil that try to do that, they don't even live here in Brazil anymore. Like Anita,
Mm.
Yeah.
she's living in other countries, and she came to Brazil for a while and come back to US. So it's very hard for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
you I think you must be successful here first,
Yeah.
or you live in another country. Like my
Yeah.
this EP that I recorded for songs, it was this EP. It was released for by an Italian record label,
Oh.
Oh,
and if I wanted to make things happen, I had to go there and I had
Mm-hmm.
to participar dos festivais e tudo
Yeah.
mais, but I couldn't do that. And so you have to be very decided and change your life, your whole life to do what it takes to do.
Yeah, after all, being an artist in Brazil, you gotta make it because you love it, and whatever comes from that, uh, it's good, because it's about love, first of all.
yeah.
Well, friends, we have final tips for people. We have more artists to tell people what they are doing now.
Hmm.
I want to ask Marielle to tell us about another one.
Oh yes, all the way from Ireland, the girls from Bewitched, who were really really popular in the late '90s with their famous songs "C'est la vie," "Roller Coaster," or "I Shall Be There," are now back. Well, they released an EP 10 years ago, so no, 10 years later, they are releasing this four song EP called "Ripped Jeans," which has four great songs, dance tracks, one romantic song, and it's really cool. You guys should check it out if you like pop music, like real pop music, the way we do here. So
Hmm.
give it a try because it's really cool to see them back.
Yeah. It's great. Even for me, I'm not a huge fan of Bewitched, and I listened to this EP and I like it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
it's really good. You have another artist, Mal, for us?
Yes, thank you, friend. Of course, I'm the R&B boy here, so I'm recommending today the R&B artist. This time I go with a guy that I really love. I was and still is my idol. Is Craig David from UK. He never stopped releasing music. Actually, of course, he was very popular back in the Y2K in the 2000s. But he is still making music, and this album is not from this year. This album is from 2022. It's called 22 actually. It's a really 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 good album if you love this kind of R&B. He is very inspired in the Y2K too because he was part of it in the past. And there is a song that I really love. It was not a single, but I think it was like in the other episode that we were talking about songs that
Songs that should
deserve to
be.
be
Yeah.
single. Yeah. This song is called Obvious with Mooney Long. Mooney Long is actually a current artist in R&B, so it's really great. Actually, he has another song that took an interpolation of Heartbreaker by Mariah Carey. So the
Oh,
album is amazing. If you like R&B, I'm sure you're gonna love it.
I
yeah.
love it.
Great, David. So Marielle talking about bubble gum, that is her thing. Mal about R&B, that is his thing, and I'm going to talk about pop rock, that is my thing. So I'm gonna talk about Cassidy Pope. She's a American singer. She started with a band in the 2000s that was kind of emo. That is Hey Monday. that I was obsessed by it when I was a teenager. And after that, she was one of the winners of The Voice in US, and she made a country moment that was kind of successfully. She had a song in on Billboard that "Wasting All Those Tears" that I love. But now she's coming back to the roots, and she just released a new pop rock album called Hereditary that I really
Oh.
love because it's pretty much the sound of Hey Monday, but with her as a solo artist. And she's making a lot of music videos. I believe she's independent now, but she's releasing a lot of stuff, and I'm in love with all the songs. I want to recommend especially the song Three of Us, that is a very sad song actually, that she mentions the struggle of the ex-boyfriend with drugs. So in the song she's saying about the relationship of the three of them, she, the guy, and the drugs. How hard
Oh,
was for her to compete with the drugs because she couldn't compete. So it's very sad, the song, and it's very beautiful, very well written. So I recommend to everyone to listen to Cassidy Pope new album Hereditary. Great.
Great.
thank you, Lucas.
Oh, you're welcome. Now we have a game to finish this episode. We do that always, Karim.
Mhm.
Uh, is is like Marília Gabriela here in Brazil. Bate bola, jogo rápido.
Oh
But
my
about,
god.
yeah, but about music, so it's easy. I want to know about you guys. One artist from the Y2K that you never stopped following and listening, and every release you are there for them. Actually, I think everyone that I used to listen on Y2K, I never gave up.
Stopped.
Yeah, even you, Karim. Even though you
Yeah.
changed so much, I was always there for you. And so, just to say another one, I'm going with Ellie and AJ, that are a pop duo. They had a moment in Disney Channel, but now they are all grown up and making music. It's very different now. It's more American rooted, kind of
Mhm.
folk and everything. But I think they are brilliant, and I celebrate everything Ellie and AJ are releasing.
Ellie and AJ. I
Ellie
think
and
I know.
AJ. Yeah, maybe Potential Breakup
You
song
probably
was.
know that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I was looking for them here.
It's
Mhm.
Okay.
really good. It's really good. And you, Marielle, one artist.
Oh, well, that's easy. Nelly Furtado.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
been there for her, and even though she sometimes takes a long time to release new music, whenever she announces that she's gonna do a comeback, I'm there, and I don't
yes,
care if the songs are ballads or pop or electro. I don't care the genre she chooses. I will always be there for Nelly.
yes.
So yes, she's my idol.
And she's looking stunning. Oh my God, that woman is
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, she has three children and she looks great. I mean, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
her body,
Wow.
yeah, her body is fire. I think
Mm.
yeah.
she looks
Go,
good. Yeah.
Nelly. What about you, Mao?
This time I go with a singer that also Mario love, and that is a singer that I don't know if Karen knows that right now that Karen is in this lane. Maybe she should listen to this artist. Is Rachel Lampa? Is a CCM, a Christian singer.
Oh.
And this is an artist, of course, along Stacey Rico. Back in the day, they were very popular in the CCM world. So actually, right now, she's releasing singles and songs. And maybe right now, I'm not so attached to the new music of her, but she's an artist that all the time I'm listening to her music, and I never miss a new release of her. So
Yeah.
and this is a recommendation for Karin. Maybe right now
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
she's yes in this lane, maybe you're gonna like
Yeah.
her
What's her
music.
name? What's
Rachel
her
Lampa.
Rachel
name?
Rachel
Rachel
Lampa. Rachel Lampa.
Lampa.
Yeah. Yes.
Uh,
Rachel Lampa.
You're
Ah,
you,
gonna like her.
okay.
I
yeah.
don't know if you know Stacio Rico, Karin.
Uh huh.
Yes, they
Yeah.
were
Very
like
similar.
they were like the Britney and Christina of the CCM
Oh,
of the Christian music back in the 2000s. So maybe you're
Uh-huh.
gonna like her voice because they were very
I'm sure.
similar. Station Rico and her, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. I'm gonna
I
listen.
think you're gonna love it because Christina Aguilera was such an influence to Rachel Lampa, but she was making
mhm.
Christian music. So I think you're gonna like it. Yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
Yes. And what's
And
your
mine,
artist?
you already mentioned her. It's Christina Aguilera. I think she
Mhm.
Oh,
was one of my biggest influences. And every time, every year, every single she releases, I wait. I'm there. I still love the music she makes today, and I still listen to her albums. The first one, the Spanish one.
yes.
I love that album, the Spanish one. I think it's
Yeah,
one of
for
my
sure.
favorite of all times, and
Mm,
so I would choose her.
Yeah, great.
Great.
Mi
great.
reflejo.
Mi
Uh,
reflejo.
Yeah. Actually, the next question is a dream concert for you right now, and I gotta say that mine is Christina Aguilera, actually, because she never comes to Brazil. We are tired
yeah.
of waiting for her, and it is like one of my biggest dreams to see her performing live,
Mm.
singing in front of me with that huge voice, amazing voice. So for me, it's Christina. What about you, Maria?
Hmm.
Shania Twain,
Mm,
um,
Nah.
for sure. I've been to Vegas many times, and every time I go, she's not performing. So I
oh,
don't have the luck of seeing her live. So I'm hoping
yeah,
one day it happens because she's one of my idols, and she's really talented. I love her music, and she's an icon. I mean, she's
she's an
Shania.
icon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you are totally right. What's yours, Mal?
Right now, I'm obsessed with Tori Kelly. So I'm dreaming about to attend to a Tori Kelly's concert. I'm looking like it's very difficult that she come to Latin America, especially to Colombia. But you never know. So maybe
Yeah,
she's going to Brazil or something, or even Mexico. So I'm trying to catch the chance to see her live.
yeah.
So yes, Tori Kelly. I'm obsessed with her right now.
Yes. What about you,
Um,
Karim?
it's so difficult. I want to see all of them that you mentioned here, but I would say Tori Kelly because
Oh,
I'm really in love with her since I've heard "All in My Head" for the first time in the
oh
acoustic
yes,
version, and
love
I
it.
thought, "Wow, who is this girl? How have I never seen her before?" And so Christina would be amazing. But I think I couldn't choose if they both were here in Brazil at the same date. I think I would get crazy. I wouldn't choose, but
Yeah,
Maybe,
amazing
maybe,
choice.
maybe, maybe we should attend the concert together, Karin. It would be like an honor for me.
I'm yeah,
Yeah,
that would be that would be amazing. I would love that.
yes.
Oh,
I
love it.
love this.
All in my head is one of my favorites, actually. All in my head is one of my favorites from her.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Really good. Tori is amazing. Now
Yeah.
I want to know a song that you guys wish that was your song, like even if you could record a song by the Y2K era and said this is mine, which song would be? This is very hard for me because I love so many, but today I just remember that when I had like 12 years old, Daniel Bedingfield released Gotta Get Through This, I gotta get
Yeah.
through this.
Oh,
I
mhm.
Daniel
gotta get
Bedingfield?
through this.
Benningfield.
Daniel
Yes.
Bedingfield, yes. And I
Uh-huh.
used to pretend that song was mine because for me, his voice was very childish. He was way older than me, but for me, sounded like Aaron Carter or Jess
Mm.
McCartney. I don't know. And
Very
I was
sweet,
12.
yes.
Yeah. So I used to pretend that that song was mine. I remember that. Uh, do you have a song like that, Marielle, that you wish that could be yours?
You're gonna be surprised with my answer because I'm gonna give a big shout out to a Brazilian singer I love, and this song is "Evolve" by
Perla.
Perla.
Oh,
hmm
whoa.
Perla, MC Perla.
I
I was
adore that.
listening to it these days.
Yeah,
I
me
Wow.
adore
too.
that song. So yes, I always listen to it and it makes me happy. And so I can always see myself singing to it like eu vou, eu vou. And so it's really fun.
Eu vou curtir o pancadão.
Yes. So for
Yeah.
me, she's one of my favorites of that time in Brazil. So I'm gonna give her a shout this time.
Yes. Actually, I was washing dishes one of those days, listening to that song, and I was thinking about you because I know you love that song.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. What's yours, Mom?
It's very easy. Is "Feel" by Robbie Williams. This
Mm.
is a song that I always love. And back in the day when I was a kid and I listened to the song for the very first time, it was like a good song for me. But now that I'm in my 30s, it makes more sense, because I feel like the song, like I want to feel different things. I don't know about things in life, and sometimes I feel confused, but sometimes I feel very secure of myself. So yes, this song hits very different when you are in your 30s. So
Yeah.
yes, "Feel" by Robbie Williams. It's my song actually.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love that song. I love when he sings, "My brain speaks a language that I can understand."
Understand? Yeah,
That
I
is
feel like
so
that. Yeah,
powerful.
we
Yes,
talked about that, friend.
that song.
Actually,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, because this song turned it into something else for me too. I think it is about the age. I
Yes,
don't
it's
know.
about the age because he
Yes,
was he was in our age when he recorded the song.
yeah,
Oh,
you're right.
makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
what's yours, Karin?
I think I would choose "From the Bottom of My Broken Heart" by Britney Spears because
Oh,
Oh,
great.
I was
Romantic girl.
so in love with this song, and I was living a situation that I could relate totally to the song, and I listened to it a lot, and I pretended that I was in the video clip. I used her head, I copied her makeup, and I would
Mhm.
pretend I was in the bus going singing sad
uh-huh.
Saying bye bye to
my
everyone.
story and watching the video clip, so I was obsessed.
Oh, that's a
Yes,
Yes,
great
love
song.
love it. Yeah.
So I
really
think
love.
I think "From the Bottom of My Broken Heart" is special. I I, I
Yes.
wanted to. I wish I could have written that song.
Before we finish the episode, Lucas, I've been meaning to tell Karen that she looks so much like a Mexican singer called Patti Cantu. Uh,
Huh?
I've
It's
been thinking
true.
about her all the time that I'm watching you. I'm like, yeah, she looks so much
Really?
like her.
I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Yes,
I
so you
never
should
thought
check
Patti
about
her.
it, but you
Cantu?
are totally right.
Patti
Yes.
Cantu,
Patti
yes.
Patti Cantu, yes.
Patti
Oh, I'm
Cantu.
seeing there.
You are right, Mariel.
Oh,
Yes, I never noticed, but now
Yes,
yes.
all the episode I was like,
well,
yeah, she looks so much
I
like
think
her.
we look alike. It's
Yes.
Yes.
her.
Yes, yes.
You
She's
you you both are beautiful actually.
yeah, she's
Thank
very
you.
popular. She's very popular here, so you should check out her music. She sings
Here
funny.
I will.
here she was popular here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the
Oh, that's
song she
great.
released with Motel. The band is a
Oh
band,
Oh,
yeah.
Motel.
Mm-hmm.
In
Motel.
this
Mm-hmm.
video, she looks like Karin a lot. Now I
Yeah,
remember.
that's why
oh,
I'm telling
really?
you. I'm telling you. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch
Yeah.
it.
Karin, Rafael is asking you to sing a little bit of Perfeito pra mim. Do you?
Yeah, Perfecto para mí is a version that I've written for Perfect from Ed Sheeran, and it's a really special song. When I came back to social media on Instagram, this song got a little viral too, and it touched many people's lives in a very special way because um, were using is people are using this song in their marriages, parties,
The weddings,
their
yes.
weddings,
Hmm.
and it's such a special moment. And I'm so glad to be part of this. Like my voice is part of this moment,
Moment.
and I'm gonna sing a little bit of the chorus. É, ouve essa canção, me chama pra dançar, te dou a minha mão, promete que vai segurar, me pede pra ficar, eu vou dizer que sim, Porque você é perfeito pra mim. And
Wow.
when I wrote the song, I imagined myself singing to my future husband that I don't know him yet, but I will sing it
But
someday for him.
he's coming for you. Yes.
Your voice is
Beautiful.
really beautiful. Yes.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Yes. Exclusive for us. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's just saw this in Ready Set Pop.
Yes. To finish, I want to know from Karim your favorite song by yourself, like the song that you love the most in your own catalog of music.
So this day, someone asked me this in my Instagram, and I couldn't answer because I said all songs are special, are from different phases of my life, and they are like I don't know. It's very difficult to choose. But if I had to choose only one, um, I think "Me Odeio por Te Amar" is a song that I wrote from the bottom of my heart, and it was about a heartbreak that I lived, and I was so happy to use not to use on purpose this situation, to have this situation become a song, and
Mhm. Turning
it's a
into
beautiful
something beautiful, yes.
song. I like the melody. I was really proud of it when I wrote it. So I think if I had to choose one, it would be this one.
Great.
Great.
It's a great choice. So people who are watching and doesn't know Karin yet, go to the streaming. Now you can find some albums by her and singles. Agiliza is finally available everywhere for
Yeah,
everyone to listen. And pretty soon, more music because she has English tracks that are not there yet, Spanish tracks, and a lot
yeah,
to come. So I want to say thank you for being here with us tonight. This was very special for all of us, especially for me, because you know I'm a huge fan of yours. I always talk about you, about your music to everyone, and please uh, use this space now to say whatever you want. If you want to invite people to your accounts, whatever you want,
uhum,
uh, it's yours this moment.
ok. Vou falar um pouquinho em português agora. Eu quero
Por
agradecer
favor.
muito vocês por essa oportunidade de estar aqui falando, falando da minha carreira, relembrando tantos momentos especiais, né? E E aí quem quiser continuar assim acompanhando os próximos, conhecer meu trabalho, quem não conhece, saber dos próximos passos, me segue lá no Instagram, @soukarin, Karyn. Assim, tem algo muito legal para vir ano que vem. Não vou falar exatamente o que, porque ainda é uma surpresa, mas tem muita relação com tudo que a gente falou aqui hoje, porque eu vou viver uma retrospectiva da minha carreira até eu me encontrar aqui, para daqui para frente eu seguir em diante e continuar. Então, assim, trazer todas essas lembranças à tona é muito legal, e porque faz parte desse momento que eu estou vivendo. Eu tenho ouvido as minhas músicas antigas, eu tenho revivido cada momento de cada música, e eu vou trazer elas de volta aqui para o presente, para dar sequência na minha carreira.
Oh, incrível. Awesome. Well, people follow Karin. It's arroba so Karin. If you guys don't understand what I'm saying, go to our account because we are tagging her everywhere, so you guys can
Aham.
follow her. And she has some surprises for us next year. She's making something to celebrate all those years of career before she gave the next step with brand new stuff. So we can wait. Thank you so much, Karin, for
Thank
being
you.
here
Thank
with
you.
us. This was awesome. And Marielle, you want to say something before we go?
Yes, thank you, Corinne. It was a great having you here. A great pleasure. I hope to see more from you soon. I will
Thank you, Maria.
definitely recommend your music in my account, because it needs to be
Oh,
heard out there. So for sure, and thank you so
thank
much,
you.
Mao and Lucas, for being here again. Another episode, another great moment for Ready Set Pop.
Yes, Marielle has a huge
Thank you.
account on Instagram that is Marielle Talks Pop, where she posts
Ah,
a lot of most
On the
of
realm of
underrated
music.
artists that deserves to have more attention.
cool.
And yeah, it's really cool, and you're going to be there very soon.
Yes.
Oh, it's
And
such an honor. Thank
yeah,
you.
thank you,
My,
Marielle, for allowing me for to be the main host. I gave you a day off today.
it's your turn, baby.
Yes. Mal, you want to say something for us?
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much, Karin. I feel honored because you were our guest, our because you accept our invitation today. It was so amazing for us. This is an amazing opportunity for us to have someone like you. And
Thank
in this
you.
moment, I feel more connected to this kind of artist like you know, because this is when you like an artist, like you see this artist like a god, you know, like like an untouchable. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel right now more connected to the artist, like you can connect with the music and the art, but also you can connect with the person. And
Yeah.
I think today was possible for us to connect with you, and the audience can connect with you as a woman, as a beautiful, amazing, talented woman that you
Thank
are.
you.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much for this space. It was a pleasure. And for the audience, thank you so much for being there. You're gonna find the official playlist of this episode with, of course, all Karin's music and songs and new releases that we are
Mm-hmm.
waiting for. And thank you, my friends, always. Mariel and Luquitas, you are the best, and thank you for this space.
No, you are. Thank
Thank
Yes.
you.
you. Thank you. I hope we all meet someday. That we can be
Yeah,
together
Oh,
in person. I
that would be
really
it
great.
would be
love to
awesome.
be here.
That would be
Yeah,
It
great.
would
some
be awesome.
concert
Yeah.
would be awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mariel. Thank you, Maurício. Thank you, Karim. Obrigado a todos os brasileiros aqui com a gente hoje.
Obrigada, gente. Gracias.
Gracias. For me, it was very special to see so many Brazilian people here and have a Brazilian singer. I feel like we celebrate a little bit of my story today. So thank you so much and see you next time. Karim, don't go anywhere because we continue talking a little bit off camera.
Okay.
But for the audience, thank you so much for the comments and see
Thank
you
you.
next.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.